and I want to see every message. This is not planned as usual, so sorry. And sorry if the lightning goes forwards and backwards, because the weather is a little crazy right now. It's raining 1 minute and it's sunshine next, so we have to see how it goes. And I'm gonna see if someone comes here. And yeah, it's Thursday. It's a red day in Sweden, or a bank holiday, like most people in other type of the world call it. And yeah, I'm a little dressed today. So we're gonna see if someone turns up. And of course, I prepped with my drink too. So I have something to drink at the same time. So just gonna see if someone turns up. And now we're waiting for World Goth Day, the 22nd of May. Are you gonna do something exciting? Because I hope everyone can. And I wish all goths could go to VGT, because that's gonna be during that period too. I'm very jealous at my friend Marissa that lives in Stockholm that's going there. But at least I know there can be a goth gathering on Gothic Eternity Star Raven's channel next Friday. So keep an eye open, because then a lot of YouTubers go together in this type of thing. And if I know right, we're gonna dress up very much. So I'm looking forward to that. See who's here. Hello Gary, how are you? How's the weather in New Zealand? Here the weather goes forwards and backwards right now, so it's a little sad. It's very rainy 1 minute, and then it's sunny, can go very sunny, and then the rain comes back. So it's crazy. So it's not like you want to go out. But we're gonna have spring market this weekend in Sweden during the Friday and the Saturday, so I have to see if I go. They usually just have crepes, but I'm off for 5 days, so I might go in anyway. And I know one of the shops gonna have a real big sale, because they're gonna close that shop, so maybe I can find something, maybe a cheap perfume at least or something, but we don't know. I'm not gonna buy something just for buying. I'm gonna buy if I'm gonna use. I'm still waiting for an order to come, because I'm gonna do a lot of crafting again. So hello Jose. I guess it's Jose in that type of case. My name, I call myself Sanniz, Swedish Eldergoth. Depressing, that's not good. And good evening for you, but it's in the middle of the day for me, so it's just past around 12ish, I think it was. I'm from Sweden. Trevor is in another room doing his models and that type of thing, so I thought I could do a live for a change, because I haven't done it for a while, and could be a good way to update on different things. I'm just waiting for people to return that usually follow me. Looks like she needs a sponsor. No, I don't need a sponsor. I don't really need a sponsor. So you're from Switzerland. I'm from Sweden. Thank you very much. But I don't look at myself like a beautiful person. I just look at myself. Hello, Marco. I still wonder when most of my friends gonna show up. But of course, as usual, I don't warn people that are going live. So I just did a video for this Sunday, because I wanted to do something, and it's more chatty video this time, so people can maybe hear and listen a little more about how to be a goth without feeling the pressure. So yeah, I'm from Sweden. That's why my channel name is Sanniz the Swedish Eldergoth. So it should be very stupid to call myself that if I wasn't from Sweden. So, but I mainly speak English, because the most of my followers actually speak that language. So, and of course, my partner is an Englishman that moved here. Now you're from India. Okay. Hello, whatever your name is, because I can't understand which part is your name or whatever. But hello to everybody that joined in. No problem, Trevor. He's sitting and doing his thing. So I took the table before early this morning and actually started a new project with a little miniature hat, but I'm still waiting for some parts to come. I was out before in another shop in another town to see if I can find something I could use, but I didn't have the things I wanted for it. So I have to wait and hope that the things I'm waiting for are gonna be the things I can use for it. And I might send that away as a gift. Well, I do a complete new one and send that one instead. So we have to see. I have some friends that I was thinking I'm gonna do, but I also have another friend in UK I want to talk to about some sending over some clothes. But I want to be sure that that person gonna use it because some of the clothing I certainly have to say goodbye to after all the weight loss because it's way too big. I can't even transform it to something that's gonna work. So. No, I don't come on daily life. I have a job, so I can't do it, and I shouldn't want to do it all the time either because that should be very boring. I'm not a big YouTuber. I don't earn any money. I do it because I have fun and that I have my friends in the goth family, but they often are doing their live streams very late or something or very early in the mornings because they live in the States or that type of things or in UK. So my age, you should probably guess it if you go to my channel things. You shouldn't have to ask those things because everything is there. But I'm gonna be 58. Hello Jenny, how are you? A long time see you in a live. And now I see you popping in on some premieres at least, so I don't even know what that type of music is. So sorry, but I love goth music first. And of course I'm a sucker for the 80s because I'm that old too. Hello Steven. And you don't have to be sorry. Life can come in between, and I don't do much lives anyway, so you don't have to feel sad for not being here. And sorry if the lighting goes straight because it's the weather, and my camera can't keep up with the changing with the light. But I don't want to use ring light all the time either because I think people should be able to see how you look like in real light too. So, and what are you up to, Jenny? And what are you up to, Steven? Hello to Australia. I have a friend from Australia, Marissa, but she lives in Stockholm nowadays. And yeah, I guess it's an amazing country, but it's also a country that have a lot of things that are dangerous too. So spiders and snakes and that type of thing. So Middle Earth. Are you gardening today? So I guess you have a bit better weather than we have then, because I shouldn't want to be out gardening today because it's really pouring down in some moments. Then you can have some great minutes or that when it's full sunshine and then it starts to rain again, very heavy rain. So it's not directly the day you want to go out and that's why I didn't take so much makeup this time because you know, I don't need to look like a black metal member. Just a joke. Nothing wrong with black metal members. A bit stormy. Oh, I bet you at least have to secure things at least then. So it's not that dangerous. Yeah, but it depends because I'm allergic to a lot of things like mosquitoes and that type of things and snakes. So for me, that little not dangerous part could be very dangerous for me. So it's not like I want to take the risk, but there's a lot of things that I should want to see in Australia too. But it's a very long way to go and it's very expensive to go over too. But I know that I should want to go and try to see if I can see great white sharks and that type of things because I'm very fascinating on those and I know they have that type of things that you can go out and actually spot them too. But I'm not sure I should want to go jump into a cage. I should be very satisfied just to see them from a boat. A bigger boat, not a small boat, because great white sharks can be really massive. So if you know what I mean. But I know I had another friend too that I think she lives in Perth that actually lived in Gothenburg for many years that moved back to Australia. So there is a lot of people from Australia even in Sweden. So Jojo, back to you. Kangaroos will kill more than yeah. I have seen that they can be very nasty. Those kangaroos sometimes, no matter of size. But I guess the really big ones can be really bad too. And I've seen when pet owners have to defend pets against the kangaroo or some type of reasons too. Yeah, they have very big spiders and too, and just to have to check everything you have and see that you're not sticking your feet down in a shoe or something and have a spider or something in there or a poison snake or that whatever. So this Kyle, check. Yeah, I'm still waiting for more people. Ah, hey Anna! How are you? Are you gardening or do you have a disaster weather like I have that is sunny for a few seconds and then it's just pouring down with the rain? You bet the room smells of farts. Why should it? And I think you should be respectful if you don't like to see my face. So I know I'm not the most beautiful, so just go ahead. It's sunny in the southern part. Anna is actually living in a very more south than I do. I live in southwest, not far away from Gothenburg, and she is even more down in the southern part of Sweden. So it can be a lot of difference because Sweden is a very long country. So what's going on with your eyebrows? I don't know what people have to question my eyebrows all the time. I paint them that way. I don't have much eyebrows natural anyway because this eye is mainly a scar, most of it. So I have to do the same with the other ones. And to let them be visible, I paint them. And I take it off during the night. So I don't understand why people have to be so angry over my eyebrows. You're planting tomatoes in bigger pots. I love new tomatoes, especially during summertime when they are warm. You can eat as many as possible there. And I don't think God loves me because I'm not Christian. I'm a pagan. A lot of different type of styles, but that is me. I am like 60 kilometers east of Malmö. Yeah, and I have been to Malmö and I've been to Eslöv and to Helsingborg. You love flowers. I do like flowers, but I'm not that good at handle them, if you say so. I don't have the patience for it. No, you can't. And I don't like that type of comments either, so please go if you continue that way. And I'm not a keen of Mother's Day, really. I have broken a band with my own mother. Plus, I don't have any kids either, and I think those days are not so respectful when it comes to people. Think of there are many people that actually want to have a kid and never can get it. So I think we shouldn't have to comment that. If you don't know if that person is a real mom and is that day, then you can comment to that person. But not just come in and say that type of things, because for me, Mother's Day don't mean a thing, if you know what I mean. You don't have to spell, I still understand it, so. You are not an original Swede. I'm born in Sweden, so where should I be from? Just let me know. But I'm a mix of different things, but that is not because I'm not from Sweden. I'm born in Sweden, and my dad was born in Sweden. My mom was born in Finland, but she had one German dad and one Finnish mother. My dad was both Sami and Swedish. Yeah, I think that's insane. So I agree with you, Anna, in that type of case. I don't understand people that is like that. And for Knuckles, I can tell Mother's Day is not always the same day in different type of countries. Definitely not in Sweden. And in Sweden, I don't care about it because I don't have any band with my mother because she's a fucking bitch. You want you, you can do them yourself. And the funny thing with just paint your eyebrows is you can do them whatever you feel for. And if that are people that don't like it, so that's their problem. And ask me if I'm trans. No, I'm not fucking trans. I'm a fucking woman. If you go to my page, you see I'm a she, her. But I don't mind people that are trans. Everyone should feel safe here. Because you are a person. And everyone should respect the person. As long as you're not a murderer or abuser or that type of things. Or racist or whatever. I don't respect them at all. You're Vikings. Why are you laughing about Vikings? You know what they did with people. They were not directly known for not being badasses if they needed to. Do you like J.K. Rowling? Not that much actually, but I have been to Harry Potter World, if you know where that is, outside London in Watford. So at least I've been there. But I'm not a Harry Potter fan, if that's what you ask for. Does it matter what people are? Yeah, I wonder that too, because for me it doesn't matter, because I have friends that is trans. I have friends that are monogams, hetero, asexual, binary, and you name it. As long as they are nice people, I respect everybody. That how we should act, like be grown-ups. What happens inside other people's doors in the bedroom is their business. It's not our business, is it? I think people should just respect that we are different, but we're still people. Hello, hello. So I think stop doing that type of chat, because there are other channels you can go to if you want to prefer that and go and do the red pill things. Go there, because I'm not a red pill in that type of way. And I like when they invite the Brits in small boats and squeeze and hold their balls for over 1,000. You know that those boats were not necessarily that small. So you should look at the pictures even from Norway on the one they have there, and you're gonna see that they were not actually that small. And stop spamming, please, because I can see the first hello. I don't have to see 1,000 hellos after. So that just show how you are in your mental state, that you are very childish if you do that type of spamming. So please stop. Hello, hello to everybody that is new and on spamming. And like I said, it's World Goth Day next Friday. Not this week, but the 22nd. And I'm looking forward to that. Even if I'm gonna start with working that day, but I'm looking forward to come home and hopefully not start too early. And I don't know. I'm gonna try to see if I can get Anna. Anna, you are now a moderator, so if you see someone that's spamming or something, you can take that person off, if they take down a lot of rude things. Yeah, maybe I should pretend I have dementia. Guess what? Then I should just remember the word goth, 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 goth. That should be awesome. Thank you very much, Scarlett. So yeah, I'm gonna see. I think my chat just is stuck there. I think if you just mark, if they have a comment, just press on the comment, and you should probably get up some different alternatives, and you can decide if you just block them for a time or something. Because when I try to do it on my phone whilst I'm doing it live, so it's very hard. But I tried to block that one for 5 minutes now, so I'm gonna see. I have succeeded to block that person now, but it's easier when someone else that is following the chat that I can trust doing it instead. But right now I don't have the people that usually help me with that part, so but now we took that one away, because I think that is ridiculous behavior. It's not respectful to come to someone's yeah, you could block them too, but I think at least I can give them a lesson in that type of things, that if I do a little block right now, I put that person on 5 minutes. So maybe it's not fun to be here watching me during 5 more minutes if they can't write that thing of silly stuff. And you ask, how are you? I'm doing fine today. I'm off. It's a red day in Sweden, or like some people should call it, a bank holiday in other countries. And so I've been out at least 2 times. I didn't find something in the shop that I was after, because I waited for crafting stuff to come in, because I want to do some projects. I have some projects in mind, so. And ja, jag är svensk. Yes, I'm Swedish. Of course I have IKEA stuff. I'm Swedish. And it's IKEA, not IKEA, like some people say. IKEA. Yeah. And I don't understand why people have to laugh about having that, because there are good stuff when it comes to IKEA too, so don't think that. And you can do some things very goth too, even with that type of case. And when I got those things that I have in the background, my wardrobes, that was when I moved to another flat that didn't have directly any wardrobe, so where should I put my clothes? So I needed something, and that was the option I could afford, and that look in a certain way that I liked. So sorry, but not being sorry. Pleasure to meet you too. Where are you from then? Because it's always interesting to see where other people's are, because I'm sending in the noon now, and you know, time zones and everything like that. When it comes to Kia, you have to buy it if you have your it in your name. I'm not sure they have it in my name, so but I still buy some things, and sometimes it's fun to go there to just look, and they have some things even in black that looks amazing too. So US, Utah. I'm not that good in exactly where every state is, but I think is it more towards the east side, if I remember right? You're probably gonna kill me if I said wrong now. Uh, Hi from hi to Poland, or I could say I don't know if I say this right. Nie rozumiesz po polsku. Oh, your ex has the same name as one of the shelves. Ah, West Side. Sorry. Of some reason I thought it was that way, but okay. US is a very big country, so thank you very much. At least I learned something. Desert. I don't think I should be able to live in a desert because I can't take that much heat, and I don't like the really cold weather either. So I'm not sure I'm living in the right country either. And thank you very much. It's I have this type of sparkly now because I'm going for a working interview. I got a message on my mail yesterday, in the evening actually, and I was thinking, what is this? And it showed up that I have a working interview on Wednesday, and I have the doctor's appointment in Gothenburg on Monday. So I'm off even Monday, so I'm gonna be off for 5 days now. So have a nice day. Have a nice day. Ah, he just wish he didn't have that stubborn spouse, I guess, Anna. But nothing wrong with IKEA. It can be really fun and entertainment, and the food is cheap there compared with a lot of other stuff, and so it's a good way to go just spend a day if you just want to do some window shopping or something too. Yeah, I think we have something similar. I'm not sure if I still have Billy itself, but I have something similar, and then it's other type of companies that have similar styles. So I have a lot of that, and that is because it's very easy to use them for other type of things too than just what IKEA showed them for. And for storage, some of those things are really good. So, you need to find Billy Idol maybe, Anna. You could go for that. Oh, he might be already occupied for someone else. Sorry. But at least the young Billy Idol should be something. Don't you agree? Rebel yell. Yeah. I wonder if there's someone else that is named Billy. We should need someone that is called Adam too, so we could take like Adamant and that type of things. What do you think, Anna? Yeah, I think you should avoid that type of tattoos because tattoos with names, at least if you don't have kids, so that is a big no-no for me. I should never put a name on a partner that maybe gonna be an ex-partner in the future either, and not even do their faces because that's terrible if you have a split up or something. It's really crazy. Yeah, kids' name I can understand, and the birthdays and that type of things. It should be perfect, and especially if you have a bad memory too, and you have to go to hospital and gonna ask, oh, what's the personal number and the date of birth or something, and you have everything printed on your body. Hopefully, on some part where you can actually see the tattoo yourself. So there should be a good reminder when it's suddenly that, oh fuck, when was my kid born? But I don't have kids, so I don't have to do that. So, hmm. Yeah, that's true. At least in most cases. Hopefully. Ah, bilar. I guess it was. Cars is bilar. And they have different type of tastes. We have the original that have different colors, but then they have at least some different sauce too. The only one I miss out now that I've found for some year ago, I haven't seen it again, is that one with apple taste because that was very tasty. So yeah, it must be Ahlgrens bilar because what should it else be, Anna? I don't know anything else in sweets in Sweden that should be called cars, so it must be Ahlgrens bilar. And like I said, they have at least 3 different types out now. but it's the one with just apple that I do miss, because I love that one very much. It's a little like this Granny Smith type of apple taste was in those two, so I love them. So what are people up to more today? I'm gonna put together the video I was filmed before. They're gonna be a very shorty one, not that long, maybe just over 20 minutes. So that one gonna go up on Sunday. And of course, before World Golf Day, I have to do a little video extra for just World Golf Day too, because I'm working, but I still want to do my little celebration of the day before my work day starts. Plus, during the evening, hopefully it's gonna be a live stream on Star Raven's channel. So yeah, they taste good, especially if you got them really fresh. You should not buy those when they've been hard. They should be soft. Which type of chocolate did she send you? Because we have a lot of different brands, but I guess maybe she sent something from Marabou, I guess. Because that is one of the biggest brands over here. And we have so lots of different tastes. The ones I like mostly is the one with whole hazelnuts, or the one we call the Schweizernut. And that is like crushed hazelnuts in that one. I will try to film some in the garden and see if the sharks are up to no good. My mom thinks I should film the animals and make voices what they say. Yeah, that could be a fun idea, and that should be fun. I should want to see more about your horses, because I saw one of your horses in the background of one of the videos before. So I should want to see even more. And I follow another horse channel from Sweden that have Icelandic horses. I think the Rainbow something, I don't remember, but I have posted it in my community tab before. They just had the first foal for the year. And I'm gonna have to wait to see that on Saturday. They're gonna put up the last bit when you're gonna see when the first horse, I think she was called Björk, got here first, and it's actually a mare. So I know already that it's a female foal. Star Wars movie coming soon. Do you mean that one with the Mandalorian, Gary? But my main project is to document the Gothic garden. I'll try to film them sometimes for you. Thank you, Anna. That would be great, because you know that I love horses. I miss those days. I don't miss horses that much during the worst time of the year, when it's winter and icy and really cold. Then I don't miss it that much. But you know, when it comes to good weather out, and you miss that thing when you go out for a long riding tour in the forest. And maybe even put a little picnic basket with you, so you can take some snacks and drinks during the riding tour, and let the horses just eat some grass during the time. That is awesome. I miss those days. And back in the days when I have Icelandic horse, usually this day we were going to one place and gathering a lot of Icelandic horses, and we went out for 4 hours without problem, and that was so cozy. So we have to see. And like I said, I want to do more crafting. I want to do a lot of different things. But right now I'm waiting for other type of things to happen. And I start now coming in a little thing that can be like a moment 22 of everything, because it depends on what my Monday appointment said and what's going to happen after Wednesday. And I still need to find a job before the end of the year. But I try, but I know my age is against me. That is very much ageism here, and that's sad. But hopefully there are companies that look more after the experience and to the person who you are than the age on the paper. Hello, hello. I'm not sure I'm a Viking lady that type of way, but I live in Sweden, so. And Vikings were actually just the raiders. So even if you lived in Sweden, you didn't necessarily, or in Norway or Denmark, you didn't necessarily be a Viking if you stayed home. It was when you went out raiding, people were called Vikings. No, after the rains, I might do a slow video filming slugs and snails. Like, here come to this French snail, and 30 minutes later, the snail has snailed itself for 3 minutes. That far? Hey, are you a goth girl? If you look at my channel name, you should not have to ask that question. Yes. But I'm not see myself as a girl, because I'm gonna be 58. So girl, I think I have passed that stage of level for a long time ago. Yeah, it really are. But people always seems to forget that bit, that it's not actually that the people that stayed in place. It was the people that was raiding that had that name mentioned. Så vinbärssnäcka, Sanniz, vad tusan nu what the name is in English. Yeah, I don't know that either. So, and I'm not a mommy, so sorry if you want to say that type of things. You can go. What do you call a blind German? I don't know. What do you call them? You know, you can be a blind Swede or blind American or whatever. So I don't know what you call a blind German. You used to have an Arab horse. I had actually a friend in one of the stable had a very nice Arabic horse too. She was completely white. She was beautiful. What color did yours have? They are very magnific in that type of things. Very good horses, and this horse was so very well handled too. So, Helix pomatia, they are in Latin. I can't pronounce Latin, so sorry. Wish you could be here, Anna. You probably say it much better than me. Well, it took you a while. I guess so. At least I have my coffee already today, so I'll take this one instead. So it's pretty good. You? I'm not sure what that was. How tall are you? I'm 173 centimeters or 5'8". So I guess I'm not the shortest person either. I think I'm looking good for being 70. I did age a lot suddenly. I'm gonna be 58. So thank you very much to tell me I'm 77 suddenly. So I think 58 is enough. I drink 3 cups of coffee every day. My name is William. I own my own music studio and I write music. What you want to talk about? You can talk about everything as long as you respect others, but I do love to talk about golf or some type that goes close to it. And no, I don't have kids. Afternoon from me, and I'm doing very fine, thank you. Drastic plastic. I Google snail is in English, Roman snail, burgundy snail, or escargot. Well question, but are you ticklish? I don't think that's a personal type of question. Is something you ask people in a live stream. But no, I'm not ticklish. I'm a very big disappointment when it comes to do that type of things and scare me. So because I'm not easy to scare either. Because I used to grow up when it was very dark. We didn't have any lights and that type of things, and I had to walk my friends home. And sometimes they wanted to walk me home, but it ended up that I had to walk them back home. So I had to go every distance much more. At least I got my exercise. So it's the afternoon. It's the beginning of the noon, at least here. So I'm 58 years old. My name is William. You look fantastic for your age. I lived in the United States. It sounds. You see, you don't have to stop doing things just because you reach an age. And that, I think, Generation X is very good at showing too. We don't give a fucking damn what people think when you're gonna stop doing things. And that's why goth never was just a phase for me. It's something that's still going on since the 80s. Thank you very much. Since when you've been a goth woman? And like I said, since the 80s. I was a teenager and young adult back then. So I'm born in 1968. 1968. So during the 80s, before we even knew the word goth, because we didn't have that before. This maybe went some years before we knew that. So it was the music we discovered first. So chestnut, that is cool color. Started. Do you have of what? Some people are writing very strange sentences sometimes. It's like they think I'm a mind reader and I can teleport my mind back to yours. I know what you're gonna ask. You're the same age as my mom, but you still looks good. Thank you very much, but I bet your mom probably look good for her age too. Don't remember, I don't have kids, so maybe that's the biggest difference. Anna, it's only 3 years, and that's what Trevor usually say to me when I said that he's old, and he still say, "Oh, but you 3 years older than me." So you do the same like Trevor do back to me. So you love Burzum, so that's black metal, I guess. I was born in 1970s. Ah, you're gonna be 59 then, I guess. Because that's 1 year older than me. So, but it was great time, and I think the kids of today do miss out a lot of things that we had back in the days because we had another type of way to grow up. We had even to learn about our consequences. If we did things and it hurted, our parents didn't say and do something that, oh, sorry, oh my good, that type of things. It was more, grow up. You you are not dead, are you? Like that too. Do you like Norwegian black metal? I do love some of the bands too, and I usually follow a guy that lives in Norway together with his girlfriend Susie, and that is Boris T. That is the main member in Tryglav, and that is a black metal band too. So I remember at LARP, some kids in ours were really amazed that I was the same age as his mom. He could not really imagine his mom being that. No, it's amazing that how people can imagine how a certain person should be just because of the age. They don't realize that we are all different. We are all different individuals too. Oh, I need to scroll down. And bro, have you ever eaten sunburger? I don't even know what that is, so sorry. I don't live in the States, so I don't even know what that is. You might be the youngest one in here. 1996. It's not sure. You might not be the one. You never know. With YouTube at least. Even if I put 18 as a limit because I don't want to have two young people coming in. If I should swear or something. You never know with me. Cool. Hello, girl. I'm still not. You look 68, 30. Why? I'm gonna be 58. And I do think I act my age. And if you don't like it, goodbye. Easy way to solve it. Yeah, and we are all different. Why can't people respect that we are different and that we are different type of people too? Do you have PlayStation? No, I don't have. Hello, Bloody Ritual. How are you? Are you gay? No, I'm hetero and I live with my Trevor. He's in the next room, so hi, hi. Can't imagine what? I'm still not a mind reader from internet. I am born in 2000. I love the eye makeup. Thank you very much, but it's not that much today. It's actually very toned down because the weather, so I've been out. So imagine dragging these nuts in your mouth. That didn't sound good, so I think, and I keep an eye on that one. And 23. I don't think you're born 2023 because then you should be able to sit here on the live stream. So sorry. Yeah, age is just a number. So I think people should realize that. And what I love when I go, for an example, to Instagram and when I see those really old people that is around 70, 90 years old, maybe sometimes even older, and they are having their time of life. That's how you should live because you never know when your last day is. And should you have to think about what people think and how you should act for age if you like or love something. If you love to dance or love to sing along with the music, go on concerts or whatever, why shouldn't you be able to do that? And if you love to dress in a certain way, do it. Don't do it for others. Do it for yourself. That's the most important thing. Be yourself. Be proud of who you are. Feel confident. Hello, hello. So I think that people should stop worrying so much what other people think because we are so unique, everyone. So thank you very much. I do love to talk with people in all type of ages because I think we can learn something from each other's. And even if you get older, we still need to have this mix of everything. Why should we stick with just one thing? I think that's wrong. But sadly in Sweden is a lot of ageism, so younger people don't usually want, and that's why it's really hard to even have clubs because I know many people when they got a little bit older, like in the 40s and up, they stop being something because they think, oh no, I'm too old for this shit, so people don't think you're gonna be this way. And I think it's sad. Why should you stop being yourself just because you reach an age? Be yourself. If you love that thing you do it. If you like to dress a certain way, do it. It's you, it's not them. And if they don't like it, they're not the true friends anyway. Yeah, we shouldn't give a fuck about it, so... Oh, sorry, Anna. Maybe I should say sorry too. I was swearing. I still don't think you are born 2023. Sorry. You could try that one. I don't think you're 3 years old, really. I know you must be like a wonder kid or something. So then they have to look up all those ET millionaires, billionaires or something, because then you're coming to take their life for sure. Hey, look up. We got a 3 years old chatting on a live stream for goths. Don't be sorry. Thank you very much, Bloody Ritual. And I do appreciate you actually try to write in Swedish too, so I appreciate it so very much. And I have some news, maybe you missed out with them before. I have a doctor's appointment on Monday, very important. I don't know if it's gonna be yes or no, but I'm gonna tell how it goes anyway later. After that, I don't know if I got the answers already on Monday. Plus, I suddenly got an email yesterday in the evening that I have a work interview on Wednesday. But it's a little bit to go there too. It's a working place that is just over 30 minutes by car, so I have to drive a long bit since that. You got any pics of you when you was young, like in 20s? I think the most of my pictures is around 2004, 2007, around that. But you can probably see them if you go to my community tab or go to my shorts and that type of things, or sometimes in my videos when I show those pics. I don't have that many pics left, and back in the days we didn't have this type of phones that we could carry away a lot of thousands of pics without problem. So I think that pics don't necessarily have to be that. I think I was very boring up to a certain age because I still lived home. But after that, but when I still lived home, I usually sneaked out a bag when we went out and changed clothes in one place and put on more makeup. So, hello. And I'm not Christian, so I don't think he loves me that much. Even if he probably loves everyone else anyway. So, because I don't think he judges people in the same way that many Christians do nowadays. So, I'm a pagan, and mixed pagan of different things. So, Christianity is nothing for me. And for me, many Christians are very judging and they don't live after the rules they are telling. If you know what I mean, just look at US for an example and what they do with this world today. Where are you from, dear? And if you watch on my channel name, you're gonna understand that I'm from Sweden. And don't mix it up with Switzerland because it's a complete different part of Europe. True. Yeah, it's true. So I think it's fun. This was very fun today. I don't usually do that many lives because I don't have time really most of the days anyway, and during weekends I have to do other stuff, and because I do just YouTube for fun, so I have my videos to do, and of course I have a life to live too, and I have a partner. Could everyone say what kind of music they like? That would be awesome. What type of music are you most into? If you had to pick just one, which music is your music? For me, it's gonna be goth in that case. And that was not okay. Let's see if I can take that off. Oops. So, we took away that one. You are from Sweden. Yes, I'm from Sweden. Sweden means hey, hi. Thank you very much, but I don't see myself as that. I just see myself like an ordinary person. Maybe not that ordinary because I'm still a goth. And you know what people think about goth, they're not ordinary, so sorry. I was thinking of maybe using a wig today, but the weather is very stupid and that type of thing. So I go with my original blonde hair instead. Gary is, of course. You put them in the wrong order. Bad out of hell, meatloaf. I'm not sure I like meatloaf really, because if you go back to what I was writing about him, so he was not a nice person, especially not when it comes to kids. You're Cherokee, Scottish, and Spanish. That was a mix for sure. Do you have any problem with having native heritage or something? Because I know a lot of people have that. I guess you might have because you have Spanish inside because of ice and that type of thing. And my name, you can call me Sanniz, but my full name is Susanna. And that is not the most used version in Sweden because the most people are called Susanne in Sweden. That is like Susan in American. You only know one word in Swedish. I used to call my skit. That was at least something. Shit. Oh dear. And like I said, people have all type of backgrounds, and myself is not pure Swedish. I'm Swedish, Finnish, German, and Sami. And for people that don't know what Sami is, that is the native people in Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Russia. And we live in more northern part there. And it's the people that usually do a lot with the reindeers and other things. But of course, there are other type of Samis too. So, and they have the same type of problem with the living still today, like native people have in, for an example, in US. Then, is it cold? I shouldn't say it's cold. It's maybe not the warmest, but it's okay temperature for now. So, if it shouldn't be just raining today, more or less. So. I'm not sure I did that. Uh, yeah, they shouldn't do that. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And don't forget to subscribe if you like different type of content. I don't just do completely goth ones. I do other type of things. One of my videos latest was actually from the Viking market. That is one time a year, and that is outside Gothenburg. So yeah, and Anna, you can say I'm blind as a bat because I'm closed-eyed, but I don't use glasses all the time, especially not when I do my filming and that type of things. But I'm not that blind, so I can't miss it. But sometimes it can feel like I'm ignoring things, but that depends on what the person have writing too. And if it's not respectful, I just blink it out and pretend it was not there. So, and I'm not a mommy. Please don't say that because we don't take it as a positive thing. If you want to fetishize a goth, go. That's what I say. Because goth is a lifestyle and it's have all type of people in there. So yeah, I think too that is boring if they repeat, especially if they do it in a spamming way. So I think if you don't have anything to say, so at least try to say something else in that type of case. So, or just don't say anything else. But I do like when a chat is alive too, so I'm not sure, have I missed that Bloody Riddle says something more, or is he still here? Are you alternative? Goth people usually are alternative, and back in the days before I knew the name Goth, I was very alternative because it was all the alternative kids hangs together towards the mainstream kids. There was lots more, but we were not just in main one type of music group back then. It was punkers, it was before we knew the name Goths, it was New Romantics, it was Syntare that we called people that listen to music like the Depeche Mode, Front 242 and that type of thing. So, and I don't like to hear that you think goth people are hot either. That is not a plus in my account. That is a big minus for you. Was goth popular back in the days? I should say that it was much more popular back in the days, even if in some countries it's still very popular. But where I live, the high peak was around 2005, I would say, because then we still have goth clubs. We had alternative shop in town too. So 19 likes from Canada. Thank you very much. Ontario. I think Madame Absinthe is from Ontario, if I remember right. But yeah, it was much easier back in the days because it was more visible, at least where I live. Now I don't see directly any goths anymore, but I have a lot of goth friends on YouTube. So, but most of them live in UK or US, for an example. So I wish that we could just beam us up in a portal or something and meet together in one place. That should be awesome. So, but as long as we haven't invented that type of thing, it don't gonna happen. I guess it's because it's so much more that is streaming nowadays. If you don't go to Bandcamp or something, so go there. But if you follow the right channels, you can actually see a lot of goth stuffs going on too. So just go to them. And for example, follow Cemetery Confessions podcast. They do a lot of talk about music too, not just the goth subculture and into different type of people around it. They do different type of music. And the last episode actually was speaking about goth in Sweden. And I guess they're gonna do like a series when I talk about goth in other type of countries too and compare it with US. So hello, hello. So this is very interesting to actually listen to people how they have their life, and I know they have interviewed people from Australia too that have done different type of researches about goths too. So it's very interesting to see what we have in common and also to see the differences, because it's both common thing and its differences. And even when we are growing up from different 80s and 90s and 2000, for example, it's still a lot we share together even if we don't live in the same type of world. So, I'll be in Germany a couple of days. Are we going to VGT then? Hello to Pakistan. I know that VGT is next week, so thank you very much. It's not that much, it's just simple because it's very bad weather outside sometimes, and I didn't want to look like a raccoon or something after being out because I don't fix my makeup, so. Hello, princess. How are you doing? Dylan ready for school. It's noon here, so but I hope he get a really good day. But here in Sweden we have a red day, like a bank holiday, so I guess no kids is in school today. So and that was not something I like to see. So that totally going. And I actually take it for 24 because I don't like when people come in and don't show respect. So motherfuckers white. That is another. And you wonder why people have problem with races growing. This is a case when people do that type of comments, because how should people show respect back when they don't even show respect to the one that sends things that type of way? And if you see that Siddhartha Ray, so you can block it too, because I don't like that type of things, because I have friends of all type of colors and in the world too, so I don't even understand. See if I can take that away, because I don't think that we should have that type of people showing up, because we should respect each other's. No, thank you, Bloody Ritual. You can actually print, write in English so other people can understand. But I gotta say, you have a heart of gold. Thank you for everything you share, and warm hugs to you. So thank you very much, Blood Ritual. It warms my heart. I want to let people feel confident and confident, even to explain that you don't have to look like the influencers that have a very modern Stratigov style, because the Stratigos back in the 80s didn't look like that. No way we could look like that. There were some people that were a little more extreme, but the most of us wasn't that much, because we didn't even have all the type of fancy makeup back then. But that's another thing, and you maybe hear something about it in the next video on Sunday. But I'm gonna need to edit it first too, because I haven't done it. I just recorded it just before the live, so yeah. Is goth style mainly linked to rock and metal music? I should say that it's more linked to punk, post-punk on that. I think punk came first, and then some people evolved from that and like new romantics and got to post-punk and so on. But goth is a much bigger umbrella too, so, and it's probably some type of crossovers when it comes to music sometimes too. So it's, as long as you're respectful, you can show up. So hello, baby Mexico. Yeah, and I think it was much more do-it-yourself just because we couldn't find the things. We didn't have the shops, we didn't have the internet to buy from, so I guess that's why we did a lot of things too. So creativity was something we were born to do back in the days, because we didn't have any choices. Now people have so easy. It's just one click away and then you get your things and you don't have to do so much. But you can still do those things, so why stop? because it can be really fun and you can feel proud if you have succeeded with something and you go out and show it up, and it's so cool. And try to think outside the box too when you do things. Don't see just one thing, see the potential. What can you use to make this you and your style? So, and I'm not a granny, sorry. And I'm never gonna be a granny. Don't have any kids. Didn't want to have any either. And I'm very happy that I don't have it. Just look how crazy this world is nowadays. So you don't have to fight to see which one is the oldest here either. So I think age is nothing we should care so much about. We should show respect any time anyway. So no matter age, everyone has something that is positive and or something you can teach someone else with, I guess. So yeah, an age fight. It's the first time I read about an age fight. Oh, I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest. Oh. Else it's usually the other way around. You are too old. You are too old. You're too old. But now I'm the oldest. You know what I mean? Yeah, there are some young people that are very wise too. We don't have to forget that too. But it's also some young people that think they can everything. But we know we thought the same back in the days too. But we grew up in another way. We didn't have internet. We didn't have other phones and that type of things. We have to go the much more hard way to even find things. So, and sometimes it could hurt too to find out the consequences. Mm. Mm. But I think that goes no matter age. It's always something that is plus or minus with everything. So I think we just need to remember that age is just a number, and as long as we respect each other, so it shouldn't be a problem really. So that's why I don't want to talk about ages, and that's why I think that some people sometimes forget that baby bath don't necessarily have to do about your age. That has to do how long you have been into the subculture, because everybody starts somewhere. And some people are very young when they come in contact with goth in the first time, and some people are really old and, ooh, I haven't heard this before, and they do love it. So you see, it's just a number, so it don't have to do anything with your age either. So just remember that everyone can be a baby bat from start, no matter age, but we're still gonna learn, and I still learn new music and other things too. So you never stop learning, and you shouldn't be a person that think that you know exactly everything, because then you stop learning too. You need to remember that there's always going to be something new coming up. So between anyone that saw the junk, I saw them, but not that often, Anna. Do you think the internet killed the magic of discovery? Back then, finding out about subculture like goth or hunting down rare music felt like a secret mission, which made it feel so. In the beginning, actually, internet wasn't that bad because it was a way to discover things. But I think today, maybe people forgot how hard we had, because they think it's just that easy, and they think everybody can afford the same things. So I guess that is the biggest issue, that people don't respect the background of people. So they assume that just because you can afford those things, everybody else could do it. And if you don't have everything around it, like all the type of CDs or whatever it is, or even buy a lot of stuff, go on concerts, go on festivals, they say the other person is a loser, but you don't know about the background. Maybe they weren't very much in the early age, but after sometimes maybe can't afford it. You maybe have a family you need to pay food on the table for too, and you have a rent and that type of thing. So, crazy prices nowadays. And there we really have someone that need to go. So, sorry, golf is not the fetish, so that one goes. I think it's the first time I actually put a lot of people on the blocking during a live stream during those hours too. It's crazy. Show respect. Treat people how you should be wanted to be treated yourself. If you don't feel comfy, don't do it to someone else. No, you are not more goth. You can be so goth even without having goth clothes or goth makeup, if you know the music and the background and everything. Some people don't even want to have that bit because they are very satisfied with who they are. And black is not just the color you have to use either. So if you like colors, white or whatever, do them because it's you. It's your. What people forgot about the outside is that it's our own expression of who the person we are. Not everybody express in the same type of way or feel confident in the same way. And that's why I said to people that want to start explore that bit of themselves is to try first a style that you feel confident in. You should feel confident because then you can feel comfy and go out in it too without problems. So and don't care what other people say. If you feel great in it, go do it. We have a blocking bonanza, yes. What made you stick to the goth style? I think it's because I never get tired of the music and never get tired of the style. So that's the easy way. That's me. So I even have this dark side. Even always love this dark stuff and the lyrics and everything like that. So it's me. It's my cup of tea, if you know what I mean. So if that's the true part of you, it's gonna stay. It doesn't matter how long you've been into it. So yeah, you need to be a little like Adam's family, I guess. But did you know that the original Adams family that was just in black and white on TV actually wasn't filmed in black and white really, because they have shown later that it was actually a really colorful environment in Adam's family's household. That is very fun fact too, because you should be surprised how much colors it was in that house, for sure. How old are you? I'm still 58 soon, so in August, 58. No, I don't send people money. That is a stupid question. Uh, I don't understand some people that come in. They think that go out and get your own money, get a job. I have to work for my money. They choosing colors that became good in black. Yeah, and it's a little fascinating because I have been looking at some of people on Instagram when they show how they did the makeup back in the days to look perfect, so you can imagine how the red should look like, and it was actually not those colors, and it's really fascinating. First they did one half of the face in the colors before it should be, but then they showed the other part what it really used back in the days, and you should be surprised. And that's just because they wanted it to pop that type of way in the black and white. So Flesh and Blood album, Roxy Music. Roxy Music is a good band too, from the old days. So yeah, it's very interesting, and it's a little like even checking all those FX makeup artists too. It's fascinating what they can do with just a lot of different materials and they create things. So yeah, it's a bit rude, isn't it? It's one thing if you are in that type of channel they're gonna give away a lot of things, then you maybe can do that, but this is not the channel for it, so forget it. It's not gonna happen. I need to have my own money, so, and I work for my money very hard, so, and if I give things it's for friends and people that I think deserve it too. And I do gift for things that happens in the world too, so I have done that things too to help others in very hard situations, but only the part I can afford to give for the moment. So I'm not a rich person in that way. The most people are not rich people in Sweden, so because it's very expensive to live here. So and when it comes to things you have to get from other countries, so that adds on, and our money is not worth in the same type of way, and our wages is not growing as fast as the costs. So Gary is talking money again. Yeah, so that's funny. Funny. Gonna see if we soon. I'm gonna wait a little while and see if someone else is popping in still. I don't know if they're out working, some of them, or doing other stuff because they maybe didn't expect me to go live. But at least I have Anna and Gary and Bloody Ritual and some of the others here. I don't know if they're still here. Jenny and Steven. Ear booming. I'm not sure what that means. Quick. I'm a little too old for some expressions sometimes, and it's not like I can Google them right during the live stream to see what do the youngsters mean by this expression. And I'm not sure I want to use AI either, because I have read all the terrible things about AI now, about the centers in the US, and it's actually more dangerous than before, about the environment and what they do with the people that live close to those things too. So it's I'm not sure all evolution is good for us, even good for our nature. But I think Mother Nature gonna punish us very hard soon if we don't stop with what we're doing. So yeah, and they change the rules all the times, and that's why it's hard to be a small YouTuber, especially if you want to be a certain type. And they usually also want you to have a very clean channel, so you have to just talk or do a one type of things. You can't be all over the place. And like I said, I hate stick outside inside just one box. I'm a goth with many interests because I'm a human being like most of others. So I have interest that is not just related to goth. So even if I love goth music and that type of thing, so yeah, and we need to recycle much, and that's why I'm proud that we do so much. But we can be better. We can be much better. And that's why I said that just because you buy from Killstar or something, that don't mean you do a good thing either, because Killstar for me nowadays feels more like a fast fashion brand, because they're pumping out this all, they always have sales and that type of things. It was not back in the days when they had the original owners. So I usually say that everything can be fast fashion if you only buy it for one use and then throw it away. That's not good either, so is it? Thank you very much. We need to use what we have and buy with our heart. But then I don't care that much because everybody have different background, different financial and everything, what you can afford with. But just buy things you need that you're gonna use. And when you can't use it or recycle it in some type of way, you need to see that you put that in the right type of trash too. So it's not do too much harm unnecessary, if you know what I mean. Yeah. And if things break, see if you can use the parts for projects, for example. It's perfect to use things for do-it-yourself projects when you have things. So take things that broke and see, can you take parts from it or use the fabrics or whatever, or even some of the things that is on those things to other type of things you're making yourself. Yeah, it is. Unique accent. I don't think it's that unique. I'm from Sweden, so. Men jag kan prata svenska också om du känner för det. But I prefer to speak in English, so because the most people understand more English than Swedish. So, shall we give it like 5 more minutes and see if someone else pop in, Anna? Because I guess you're gonna be busy today. You were planting, you said. Oh, I'm swearing now again. Please show respect when it comes to channel. I don't understand those people. They must have very bad lives. Very bad lives. And they think they're safe because they're sitting behind the screen and a keyboard. But remember, tricks are everywhere on the internet. Yeah, see at the Epstein's files. Do you think they really go safe? I don't think so. One day they're gonna be haunted for sure. Yeah, I heard about him, but I'm not a gamer, so but I do know that name, so I can't miss it on because I'm on YouTube. It shows up sometimes too. So you were just having a tea and took a pause on tomatoes, yeah. And I have some pause between. I'm gonna have my next meal and that, so I thought I could do it live after doing my video that I'm gonna put together soon. So I'm gonna soon have to end so I can do my editing too for this Sunday's video too, because I haven't uploaded anything yet. So, but I'm gonna do a little more during those days I'm off, so that's gonna be fun too, and especially gonna updress. But I'm looking forward to next Friday with a live stream on Star Raven channel, because I know we're gonna look much more fancier than normal. Even if I thought that Devil and Angels was a very good updressed situation too. But I still want to do even more vampires or even more with FX makeup too. That would be amazing to do all those wounds and everything like that, because I really love to do them. I don't have that much time or days I can do that type of things and really show it off, but I do love to do them. So yeah, thank you very much, Anna. That's great of you, and you are a true person too, with a good heart, so good soul. And it doesn't matter what type of religion you have or non-religion, as long as you're a good person. So hey, just choose your circles wisely and do not intrude into others' personal space. If it doesn't suit you or if you don't like it, save your energy for something else instead of invading some. I agree with you, Bloody Ritual. That's how it should be. If you don't like something, it's so much everywhere else you can go. You don't have to stick around on something and to be rude or show unrespectful things. Because I don't go out on the street and go to you and do that type of behavior. At least I am not growing up that way. My father teach me very well in that type of thing. So, and I don't think I'm your type. So sorry. The most people that think that a goth person is their type don't really want to have one. You sound so woke. I don't think if I understand if I'm gonna take that like you're saying something bad or good about me. So fly me out. No, I don't date other people because I have a man in my life. My Englishman Trevor is in the next room. So sorry, it's not enough with one partner. So, if going back to your 20s and start over was an option, how much you think it should cost in money? I don't know if you mean but travel back in time or something like that. Why should it cost more money to go back in time? But I think maybe if I could take some of my experience in my backhead with me, I maybe do other type of things in my life, other solutions that should be better for me. But still, should it be the same person today if I went back and changed those bits? I don't know. So sometimes you need to go through a lot of different things. It don't always have to be a good life all the time, because what should we learn by life and how should it change our personality too? I don't think it should be, I should be just the same if I had going back. So, and I don't understand that language, so sorry, I can't answer what type of question that is because I don't know. I need an iPhone. You never need anything really, and you don't have to have new things all the time, and I'm not an iPhone user either, so sorry, I'm a Samsung user. So hey, it's free speech as long as you respect people. That's the difference. The word respect. And if they don't behave, they get blocked. Some only on a few minutes and some blocked. Hyvä At least I understand that is Finnish because I have Finnish roots too. So I can say hyvä back to you. No, I don't put strangers on mod, so I need to know people to do that and be sure I'm safe with them too. So very strange questions coming up now. So I wonder what time it's in other type of time zones when those shows up, because I don't know what they have to do with my channel because it's a goth channel. We talk about goth and maybe other type of fun things, but no, it's not a communist. I just think that people should respect each other and treat each other well, and everybody should have the same chance to have a good life. That is not a good and bad thing. Go to North Korea. Maybe you should, because you are really bad. And if you want to know where I am, just go to my channel name and you can get all the information there you need. Oh my dear. Friday at the pub. I'm very happy I don't go to pubs anymore because I don't drink, so I'm very happy to be sober all the time. So yeah, but the day start going, so I actually think it's the time to go, because now the rude people are starting to getting here, the people that think they are safe behind the screen. So sorry. Else, to the people that show respect to others, I wish you all a great day. Stay safe, stay weird, and be nice to each other, and have a very good first day. And don't forget, the 22nd of May is World Goth Day. Thanks for watching. Bye.